Hello friends! Let's start with our second step of our journey, finding a cheap accommodation. To find a cheap accommodation for your vacation requires a combination of research, planning, flexibility. Let me show you some tips how to find affordable lodging options. First one is start early. Begin search well in advance, let's say 8, 7, 10 months. Use online booking platforms. You know most of the booking platforms. And the internet, booking, Airbnb, Expedia, hotels and so on, Agoda. Be sure that you have flexible dates, if possible flexible, so you can find cheap flights, cheap accommodation. Set a budget. You have to look how much you can spend. Consider alternative accommodation. Look beyond traditional hotels, consider like houses, guest house, vacation rentals, so on. Use filters and sort options. Using booking platform, you have to utilize filters. Read reviews, very important, from previous guests, and subscribe to deals and alerts. Okay, the most common website is booking.com as well. So here they will give you a lot of options for everything. First, I give you some tips, for example, in different areas, how to find your better stay. When you go, for example, in let's say the rich countries like Europe, USA, or somewhere else, then the prices of accommodation is higher than, let's say, in Asia. So if you want to go to Asia, only the Singapore is very expensive, of course, but mostly, let's say, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, you can find very cheap accommodation. So if you go to expensive countries, like I told you, like in Europe, maybe it's better to start looking for accommodation like a house or self-catering, so then you can save some money for cooking and eating and whatever. It depends. Also, is very big factor is how many people you're traveling. If you travel with kids, then for sure maybe you need a house with a lot of spaces and kitchen, so you can choose your meal and you can cook there some of the meals. Then you can choose to eat in restaurants, but mostly you have to choose accommodation like a hotel or hotel with self-catering, like apart hotel, or some house from private owners or something. You can find it here in booking.com. For example, you're going to Phuket, Thailand. Go to, let's say, February to 16. 2 adults, 2 kids, aged till 12 years of age. Normally is free, but let's say you have bigger kids, so 10 and 13, 1 room. Let me see what you can get. Okay, here's some prices. First, to find the best option for you, click sort. Okay, sort by price, lower first. Of course, when you put the lower price first, they give you this for 2 weeks stay, 2 adults plus 2 children. You can get for 282 euros, which is unbelievable price. This is suite, private suite, 2 beds, free cancellation, no payment needed. When you go inside, You can see the photos. You can see this family suite price for 4, 1 king bed. Okay, you have to read very careful these things here. Okay, this is the family suite, free cancellation, very important, so you can cancel and you can choose another one. No prepayment needed, pay at the property, 10% genial discount if you have discount. You have to, I suggest you make your own account here in booking, so they will give you some discount. So very important here is what's nearby. Show map, you can see in the map. This is park, Phuket Botanic Garden, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 kilometers. Public transport also very nice. It's very important. Phuket bus terminal, it's 10 kilometers. It's very far from the accommodation. So maybe you have to see some near if you want, otherwise you have to rent a car or bike or whatever. So this is one of the options, guys. If you travel only two of you, maybe you need something like a breakfast or all-inclusive. So let me start here typing. Okay, some filters. Villas resorts, maybe you need a resort like 4 or 5 stars hotels. Bear in mind, in Phuket is very cheap, so I personally prefer to stay in the better places. So all inclusive is nice, and breakfast included is very important. So let's put the breakfast inside. All inclusive, there's only 2 options. Okay, this is 4-star hotel, 2 weeks for 4 people, 2,000 euro, friends. See, from 6,000 euro to 2,000 euro, 1,990. It's unbelievable. Here, put the price lowest first. Let me see if there's the cheapest options here. Patong Beach, very good. You have to look the reviews and the score. Here is 7.3. From 7 and above, it's good hotel. So let's make it here. I see many options. Free Wi-Fi is very important if you want. Star, 4-star, 5 stars. Okay, let's see this one for 7.3, 4 stars. Let's see this one from 1,800. Okay, twin room, triple room. Show map. Double room, 2 double rooms. If you want to be away from the kids, maybe you have to choose this one, so they can sleep on their own room and you can sleep on your own. So, okay, here is 8.5, 3-star hotel. Okay, guys, there's so many options here. For example, let me see, if you want to stay in Europe, let's say, here to find in Thailand is very cheap, very easy. To stay in Europe, I preferred first to check in Airbnb. Airbnb, you know, it's like more private houses, more apartments. So let's start going to see, let's say in Netherlands, for example, in Amsterdam. Okay, Amsterdam is an expensive city. So let me see which date, let's say from 10 till 17. Okay, how many guests? 2 guests, 2 adults plus 2 children. For 4 people you can find cheap prices there. Bed and breakfast. Normally Airbnb doesn't provide the breakfast. Some of them, it depends if they're houses, but here you can choose your own apartment with kitchen, of course. So let's see around the area. Normally when I'm booking around the cities, make sure you have the transportation. If you rent a car, it's perfect. In Europe, all the transportation is very strict, so you don't have problem with that. In some Asia or something, you have to rent a car, but here in Europe the transport is very strict and perfect, so you don't have a problem with that. Every time you have buses, you have trains, you have metro. So let's see the prices here. In euro, 60 euro this per day, friends. It's not the full time like in Booking.com. Booking.com is all total price. Here in Airbnb and most of the others are by prices by day. So you can choose some filters, for example minimum maximum price. Let's say maximum price per day is 100 euro. How many bedrooms you need? Probably for 4 person we need 2 bedrooms. Beds, bathrooms. Okay, we need Wi-Fi, we need kitchen. Free parking if you have a car is very important. If you rent a car, if you don't, so that is not a big issue. Okay, here some options. Host languages, doesn't matter. Okay, 53 places, friends. Here on the map you see the where is the location. Here by the sea, is by the sea, Leiden. You have to travel, let's say maybe 15-20 minutes with train or bus. So if we choose in the centrum of Amsterdam, there's nothing. Okay, let's choose which one is the most closest place here. 74 per night. Press. Okay, we see very nice apartment. In Netherlands everything is clean, everything is perfect. You see the looks like bungalow, but you have a terrace, you can cook your own meal. Nice houses, nice atmosphere. Okay, so when I'm booking the 61 per night, total 475 euro plus some expenses, 511 euro for 4 guests, 2 bedrooms, 3 beds, 1.5 bathroom. Park for free, free cancellations, very important. You have Wi-Fi, you have TV, you have kitchen, free parking. But so this is not bad choice for a week for 4 persons. So you can cook your meal, you can take the meal from the supermarket, so you save money, because in Amsterdam a meal for one is, let's say, 10, 15, 20 euros per person. So you have to calculate by 4 persons, so you say for one meal you can spend 50-60 euro for one time. If you eat 2-3 times a day, wow. So Airbnb is perfect for expensive places. For cheap places like Thailand, like Bali, let's say. Okay, let's see Bali. There's also options. Bali, Indonesia. Bali, Indonesia is also not expensive, so for 14 days, 2 adults, 2 children. Search. Okay, Okay, Swan topics. Let me see. Lower first. Do we need free Wi-Fi? Yes. Do we need free breakfast? Yes. Parking? I don't think so. Okay, free. We need a breakfast. Double room with garden. Double room. I think it's very important when you go to the beach holiday. You need the beachfront, guys. You cannot spend a lot of time going to the beach, and you have to press here beachfront or beach near the beach. So here is for 2 adults, 2 children. Lowest price first, 9.2. Wonderful place. Standard double room. This is only double room for 4 person. I think you need bigger than that. Twin room, family room. Maybe this is one of the option. Or you put here on the left apartment. Here, entire homes and apartment. Or villas. Okay, villas, beachfront, an entire home, vacation homes, lodges, homestays. So you need bigger than a room, so you have to pay a little bit more. Of course, if you want to stay in a smaller place, up to you. Okay, this is one of the options. Superior villa. Here, 1,000 euro, 900 something. 2 superiors villa, let's say. Price for 3. So you have to pay for the 2 villas here because fits 2 adults, 2 children. So you have to stay in 2 places. Breakfast included, 1,788. Kosumba, Amet, Keramas, 1,900 euro. Beaches, Kuta Seminyak. Okay, if you do not want to pay so much, let's take out the breakfast, take out the villas, and take out the entire homes. Okay. 2 standard rooms, 200 euro. Guys, it's up to your budget. Family room, 2 queen beds. Let's see this. One of the options is 1,000 and something, almost 2,000 euro. Here is 300 euro. So it's up to you. 1 family room, if you want only to sleep there, and you, let's say, 2 big beds, 50. Here is the photo. Very nice place. Wow, it's very big. It's very big room with terrace. Wow, it's amazing. I think here is perfect. Private bathroom. 297 euros. What can you pay for that? See? Press here. Our reserve. Okay. Free cancellation. Okay, you have to put your names here. Payment. Or you can cancel for free till 26 or something. Here, free cancellation before January 26th is perfect option. 300 euro is nothing. Let's see, where is this place. Okay, here some people, they love it. Initial booking. Restaurants nearby. The beach here is 500 meters away. Another beach, another beach. The taxi is very cheap. Last time I paid 50 euro for 1 day. A driver who drive us all the Bali per day with included everything. So you have to pay only for your food. And 4 person, me, my wife and the 2 kids, we drive 3, 4, 5 days for 50 euro a day, which is unbelievable. Here, if you want to see the location, great location. Okay, here is the location. 297. You can see the plus and minus. Here is Bali, is not small. Kuta. This is the most hotels. Ubud is the best. You have to go there. Ubud is one of the best cities in the world. Sanur. These beaches here are the most famous, and you can see some prices for your research. Here 800 euro, 3000 euro, 1800. So a lot of options. So the tips I'm giving you is, when you go with a family with kids, you better search for house with place to cook. When you go alone, you'll find your way to eat, but the kids, they're always asking for something to eat, so you better take it from the supermarket. You cook very easily, some quick food. So otherwise, in the booking.com, you can here you choose kitchen facility if you want to cook, or self-catering, it depends. Here also they give you option for cooking. Kitchen facility, recommendation 300. Here is also 3-bedroom apartment. Sometimes the kitchen is inside, sometimes is outside, but whatever. So there's many other websites as well. You can look in Expedia. They also give you nice prices per day. I'm looking also for eSky. They have also stays. Agoda.com. They're all similar, only you have to choose the destination, and you have to look how expensive is the food and the transportation. If the food is very expensive, so you better stay at home with the kitchen with self-service. Otherwise you spend a lot of money in restaurants and eating outside, but it's up to you, it's up to your budget. Okay, it's very important. I give you a tip. Very important, before you go somewhere, you have to check the food prices around the area. So let's see the food prices, street food prices, and prices at the restaurants, so and the supermarkets. So I'm using sometimes this website, Numbeo. You can search in the internet, or they give you some prices about every country in the world. So let's say it's cost of living, price ranking by country, meal, expenses, restaurant. So here is the classification. This by region: Africa, America, Asia, Europe, Oceania. So Switzerland is the first. So $28 is one meal per person, which is very expensive, friends. Okay, United Kingdom, Denmark, Luxembourg, Norway. So if you want to go to Asia, this per US dollars, You see, Asia is a little bit better. Singapore is expensive a little bit. Indonesia, you see, this Bali, but Bali is a little bit different than Indonesia. Okay, it's in Indonesia, but let's say it's different state, and sometimes the prices are more higher than what you see here. But normally Vietnam is cheap. So before you go, check the prices here. So then you choose where to stay. A few months ago we went to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. I don't know where is Malaysia here. Okay, but okay, here Malaysia was very cheap, friends. We went to hotel 4 or 5 stars. The breakfast was amazing, and we pay, let's say, for 4 days we pay 150 euro for 2 persons with breakfast included. A perfect apartment, perfect hotel near the centrum. So if you stay in these places, you don't need to take a kitchen, you don't need to cook. You better eat outside. It's very cheap prices. But if you stay here in Europe, for example, you see, Denmark $20 per person, United Kingdom, Belgium, Netherlands, very expensive. So probably you need to, but I told you one more time, it's up to you, it's up to your budget. Okay, see you next time, guys. I'll show you next time how to plan all the transfers, all the internal transportations, renting car if you need, so, and where to eat, how to plan your expenses during your stay.